With the Scream franchise pretty much on its knees and ready to flatline, Neve Campbell has finally decided to return to the franchise as Sidney Prescott, but it's not without a little bit of controversy.
Oh my God!
Welcome to Firthy's Feedback, folks. So, after a number of setbacks, that's the understatement of the century actually, during its development, Scream 7 is back on track as Neve Campbell is officially returning as Sidney Prescott. Campbell took to her Instagram to announce her return as fan favourite final girl Sidney in Scream 7. The post shows the cover of the sequel script, which is tentatively titled Untitled Scream 7, and also reveals that original franchise writer Kevin Williamson is also returning, though this time as a director instead of just a producer. Campbell expressed her enthusiasm to be back in the horror franchise and for being asked in the most respectful way to reprise her role for the next installment. Campbell's Scream 7 return is a welcome surprise for longtime fans of the horror franchise after the star infamously didn't return for the previous sequel due to a pay dispute with the producers of the movie. Despite these past concerns, Campbell had remained open to returning in the future on the condition that she was presented a fair pay offer for her part, considering she was largely considered the face of the franchise, aside from the iconic ghostface mask. Reports in late 2023 even indicated that both she and Patrick Dempsey were being eyed to reprise their roles. The confirmation of Williamson helming Scream 7 also marks a promising step forward for the sequel. In addition to having penned 3 of the first 4 installments of the horror franchise, for which he's also credited as its creator, Williamson has been on board as a producer for the last 2 entries, ensuring they stay true to his and Wes Craven's original vision. The fact that the last movie sits as the 3rd highest grossing in the whole franchise and scoring similar acclaim to its predecessor, this behind-the-scenes involvement clearly paid off. Interestingly, Williamson directing Scream 7 marks his first time in the director's chair for a movie in 25 years, his last having been the 1999 dark comedy Teaching Mrs. Tingle. While the movie was a critical and commercial bomb, his teaming with recent screenwriter Guy Busick and the extensive gap between it and the next sequel is sure to have given him plenty of time to reflect on what worked and what didn't on the prior movie. With Campbell also back in the fold, Scream 7 may just be able to overcome its behind-the-scenes troubles to be a success.
I don't think so, homeboy.
Speaking of troubles, whilst it's nice that Neve Campbell is going to be paid what she deserves for this installment of Scream, soon after Campbell's Scream 7 return was announced, along with Kevin Williamson, users took to X to say it won't make up for Barrera's firing, which some consider to be unjust. Here are some reactions on screen. The half-sisters Sam and Tara Carpenter, played by Barrera and Ortega, served as the lead characters in Scream 2022 and Scream 6 and were crucial members of the Core 4 who would seemingly serve as the future faces of the franchise. However, when Scream 7 lost both aforementioned actors due to different reasons, the sequel was forced to undergo a major creative reset. Scream 7's original director Christopher Landon also departed the project.
Bye!
The decision to dismiss Barrera has sparked backlash from select fans, some of whom are threatening to boycott the sequel. In turn, bringing back Campbell and Williamson appears to be an attempt at damage control for the franchise. However, the return of the franchise's fan-favourite final girl and its original creator as director is a strong pitch for those unsure about its creative direction. Whether Melissa Barrera's firing actually has a negative effect on Scream 7's box office will be seen when it releases in either late 2024 or early 2025.
I'm not convinced!